A year ago from today, I was working as a janitor, swimming in debt, and I was very unsure as to what the future had in store for me. Though I had a steady and secure job with a roof over my head at the time, I honestly still felt hopeless and really lost. My name is Malik Montgomery, and I've always had really big dreams for myself, but due to a troubled upbringing and me lacking the knowledge of how success and self-discipline worked, I oftentimes found myself in a state of self-sabotage and depression because it often felt like the odds were stacked against me and like I couldn't overcome them. Despite the hardships that I faced, I graduated from high school in 2018 and went on to study vocal performance and music technology at another university in Ohio. Unfortunately, I often felt like I didn't really have any professors or peers that I could truly connect with. I was far from home for the first time in my life, and looking back, I know that I needed some type of guidance or mentors or friends that I could relate to or talk to, but it was hard for me to find that, and hard to find anyone who would look beyond the surface level of who I was. My mother, a single mother who raised 5 hard-headed boys, was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer at the end of my sophomore year, and that threw my life completely off the rails. At the time, I was really hopeful that she would see it through, so I intended to continue my undergraduate studies, but during my junior year, the changes to the classroom environment due to COVID made me feel even more isolated and alone at such a crucial time in my life. So I decided to take a break from school. And though I was unhappy about it at the time, I believe it was the right choice to make because I spent half a year at home with my mother before her passing in February of 2021. In the following 3 years, I tried to return to school and that didn't work out. So I just worked a lot and suppressed those dreams that I had always craved to achieve. That was until I met Julie and Pat story. Julie saw me working as a janitor at the school where she taught K-8 students, and she saw something in me that I hadn't seen in myself for a long time. And after explaining my backstory to her, I remember her saying, "No, we need to get you back on track." And that led her to introducing me to her husband, Pat story. And off the bat, I could sense that the conversations and guidance from the both of them was from places of genuine love and care. And the first thing we decided to go for as a team was getting me back into school. But I was in debt, and I had been so focused on my mother at the time when I left the other school that I didn't get anyone to take over my lease. So I owed a lot of money at that school, and I was convinced that it would be a very long time before I could receive my transcripts and begin working towards a degree again. But Pat reached out to President Bloomberg about my situation, and that brought us around to working with Tom Collins and his team over at the Financial Aid Office. There we go, Tom. Tom found out about my situation only a few months before the 2024 fall semester, and started on that right away and worked his magic to find out what I needed to do to be enrolled before the semester started. The collaboration that took place over the summer honestly caught me off guard and has played a huge role in me being here at the moment, and I am extremely grateful for it. I've only been here at Cleveland State for 1 full school year, and I already feel like it's the best decision I've made in my life. I'm currently on the theater and dance track, acting track, and have been in 2 productions at Playhouse Square through their theater department. In my most recent production, titled Fairview by Jackie Sibley's, which ran on early March of this semester, I was offered a lead role and received amazing work experience under our guest director, Nicole Sumlin, who is the director of education at Cleveland Public Theater. She's an extremely talented African-American actor and leader who navigated us through a sensitive play about racism, and it was a joy and honor to have that experience. And though I'm a bit older than most students I have class with because of the break. I've made friends here that I believe I'll have for the rest of my life. The community within our department is absolutely amazing compared to what I've seen and been through, and I believe that translates and shows throughout the entire campus. There's so much life here. There's so much opportunity and understanding. Those who work here go above and beyond to ensure student success. There's so many big hearts and lots of care and collaboration. Before, it felt as if I couldn't really see the doorway to my future. But here at Cleveland State, it feels as if that door is wide open. And there are many of you in this room that make that happen and usher us students to walk through that doorway to see what's on the other side. I am extremely grateful and honored to be a student here. I'm excited to spend the next year or so learning and experiencing what it feels like to pursue my dreams. And on behalf of all the students who feel the same way I do, my thanks and gratitude extends to all of you. Thank you.